Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. So, new camera that we're shooting with today. I obviously got to work the bugs out of this thing because I just got done shooting a video or was attempting to shoot a video. I have like 10 handhelds on me. I was going over a bunch of stuff and then randomly it pops up and it's like, you only have 5 seconds left to record. No idea why. It's got to be a setting. So that video's in the trash, and I don't have time to redo that video or have time today to sit here and figure out all the options that are causing this. So I'll have to research it throughout the day, and my next video hopefully will be better. So for now, we're just going to talk about what's going on in the handheld world. I know you guys love these videos since they get like 12 views. I'm just kidding. All right, so let's jump into it. Anbernic RG476H. I honestly don't know how I'm feeling about this one. Okay, the price is probably going to land in that $150 to $200 range because it has the T820 in it. Starting to get worried that the T820 is going to be the H700, where we're going to see a dozen T820 handhelds from Anbernic come out in all different form factors. Now, that's not a bad thing, I guess, because then we know where the price is landing. I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? Now, when it comes to the 476H, I'm getting tired of the naming scheme. I can't say this is a handheld that I'm excited about. I mean, it looks like a cheaper 477M with less power, a lot less power. It looks like they took the body from Retroid Pocket 2, the screen from the 477M, the front and kind of layout here of, what's that, was that the Retroid Pocket Classic? No, the Ace. You know what I'm saying? It has like the vents here and here. So kind of, I see a little bit of the Retroid Pocket, not Retroid, ayaneo Pocket Ace. Sorry. I don't know. This is, I know a lot of people have put out videos saying they just kind of made a handheld of all the best features of their handhelds. And I don't agree with that. I don't know. I feel like they just threw this out there as filler, a filler episode of of a TV show, you know what I mean? Where it's entertaining. You'll look at it, you'll watch it, you'll pay a little bit of attention to it, but not much. All in all, if it was removed, it doesn't really matter, does it? That's how I feel about the 476H. I don't think it's one to run out and buy. I don't think anybody should really burn their money on this. If you're a collector and you just want every handheld that you can get in this realm, go for it. But it's nothing I'd throw money at. Like, it doesn't pique my interest in the slightest. Nothing about this makes me want to try it. Which is sad, but it is what it is. Maybe the AYN Thor has me, my expectations are set a little high. So, all right, let's move past the 476H. So, ayaneo, just at the end of some, conference talk, whatever, they throw out, they're talking about doing a ayaneo Pocket Air Mini. Okay. This does have my attention. Alright. The ayaneo Pocket Air, before I had a channel, I did have one of these I messed with. It was awesome. It was amazing. And if they do a good Pocket Air device, I would probably want to try it. Now, from what I'm seeing from ayaneo right now, it feels like AYN kind of stuck it to them a little bit. So you're seeing a little bit of a change when it comes to ayaneo. Like, if you look at the pricing model of some of their new stuff, you can see that aside from that stupid ass B-Duck edition, most of the colors that you can get that handheld in are available in almost every SKU, because that's how AYN do it. So, and all of a sudden you're starting to see lower prices, because ayaneo was like, here's our budget pricing, and everybody was like, what the fuck? How is that budget? That's not budget. So they kind of got shit on for that. AYN was like, here's our new handheld. Now that shit's budget. ayaneo was like, all right, we're going to get fucked. Better start dropping prices. So now we have handhelds in the $299 to $400 price range from ayaneo. They threw out the Pocket Air quickly, and here's what we're expecting, or rumored, roughly 140. That would make this the first ayaneo handheld that I'm going to say is the first ayaneo handheld for the masses. Okay? At 140, this is priced for everybody. If this holds true, if this is real, and this $140 one isn't like bare bones screen and like an H700, type of shit, which I could see them doing. That's, I thought, not the H700, that was sarcasm. I could see them throwing in something really shitty, starting this off at 140, being like, look, see, we said 140, and it's going to be like, you get a shell and screen and some buttons. No internals, you got to stick a Raspberry Pi in it. It's a shell. But we said it'd be 140, and then they're going to have a $500-$600 B-Duck edition with 17 terabytes internal and the newest Snapdragon shit for, $1,400 to $2,000. Even though it's labeled as a Pocket Air Mini, even that's budget, right? Anyway, I'm sorry. ayaneo kind of has had me pissed off since the DMG and the Micro. I feel like that was their last really solid release. And even those faltered. I mean, especially with the DMG, overheating problems. Long story there, right? So I guess we'll see what ayaneo does. Hopefully this is true, because that would absolutely be a handheld for the masses, and I would be in on this. All right, looks like we have a Pico 8 dedicated handheld. We're going to do this quickly in case this recording decides to die at 10 minutes also. So we get a Pico 8, Pico Pal, perfect Pico 8 gaming handheld on the go. This is a fucking Game Boy Color with a Raspberry Pi in it, guys. That's what it is. This whole video is just somebody playing Pokemon Silver. Does not excite me. I would love a dedicated Pico 8 handheld. And we used to get images of really badass looking ones, people that were creating, and those I would love. This I'm not excited about, because it's just a fucking Game Boy Color still. And we have the chromatic, we have the analog pocket, we have no, this is not interesting. That shit would be interesting. Look at that. You want a square aspect ratio for Pico 8. So if you have square screen handhelds, those are Pico 8 handhelds. Those are perfect for it. They look the best. They play the best. I would buy the shit out of this. This even has a little removable cart, because you download your cart with Pico 8. So how badass is that? Which one would you rather go with? If you were to buy a Pico 8 dedicated handheld, does this one with a little removable cart makes it look a little funky, but overall design, I kind of like it. And they got the X and the O, which is your Pico 8 A and B. Does this one interest you more, or does this one interest you more? Because this one's clean as shit. I like the Pico 8 logo there. They're both I would buy both of them. Fuck. So, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the Pocket Air. Let me know what you think about the 476H. We'll work out the bugs with this camera thing, guys. I'll start getting to the point where I can do better videos with this new setup. This is my first video with it. I'm learning. I'll get it figured out. But we're back. You know what I'm saying? We're back. So it was a very slow week, almost nothing. But I'm here, guys. I'll work out the bugs, and it'll get better and better. All right, I will see you in the next one.